We're going to read this latest article by ATU 757 President Jonathan Hunt regarding Mcfarlane, and the media is significant that it needs to be read for people that can't read the picture of the actual article, and it explains what's really going on here. And so let me read this so people can understand. This is President Hunt. TriMet continues to blame the union and the union leadership for their inability to negotiate a new collective bargaining agreement with the union. TriMet continues to blame the union for delaying the arbitration process, claiming the union has deliberately postponed the contract dispute from being heard by an arbitrator. TriMet claims the law that prohibits transit workers from striking should be repealed because it is to blame for the delay. Then TriMet has their friends at the Oregonian and the Portland Tribune run anti-worker, anti-union stories and editorials. And the blame continues. The newspapers call on the governor to change the members of the TriMet board. They call on the governor to replace the Oregon Employment Relations Board. They call on union members to change their leadership. They blame everyone except those responsible. The contract dispute would have been heard and decided by an arbitrator in 2010 had it not been for TriMet breaking the law. And that is not just an allegation, it is a fact. In September 2011, the Oregon Employment Relations Board found that TriMet violated the law when it submitted proposals to arbitration that were not presented during negotiations. TriMet appealed the ruling and lost. Then TriMet refused to comply with the order of the Oregon Employment Relations Board, and again on February 16, 2012, was ordered once again to submit a contract proposal that complied with the law. Now, why didn't members read about this in the Oregonian and the Portland Tribune? Because they won't print it. If the truth and facts were reported, TriMet management would be exposed. They would be exposed for the mismanagement. They would be exposed for the fact that they violated the law and that the taxpayers will pay for their mistakes. What will it take for the true facts to be told? Don't expect it to come from the Oregonian and the Portland Tribune. To show how disconnected TriMet General Manager Neil Mcfarlane is from what is going on around him, he stunned spectators at the recent TriMet board meeting on February 22nd when he responded to the union's claim that TriMet could save $7 million by bringing paratransit operations in-house. After claiming that the 2008 Lyft audit performed by Laka and Associates certified public accountants was flawed, even though he had no involvement in the conduct of the audit, Mcfarlane shocked the audience when he said, "I would also note if these Lyft employees became TriMet employees, they would be subject to the same strike-prohibited status as the rest of the TriMet workforce. And we know that has not produced a timely resolution to the negotiation process." What did Mcfarlane say? He said that the negotiation process would work better if the employees had the right to strike. Not concerned about disrupting transportation services for the most vulnerable citizens we serve, but focused on blaming the negotiation process on the strike-prohibited law. As stated in the title of this article, Neil Mcfarlane still doesn't get it. And that's, I completely agree. I mean, Mcfarlane would rather the service be shut down than settle it in an equitable manner.